Howdy Fixers, today we're going off this water pump on this 2008 Toyota Matrix. So I've already gotten the mount out of the way, which there's a couple bolts that go underneath and there's a couple bolts that hold the mount in, and I'm able to jack the engine up so that I can get better access to get my belt off, because these tensioner pulleys, they're really easy for them to break off. They're like a 17 or an 18, I can't remember exactly which one it is.
The pump tube?
So I'm going to get in position and go and take these pins out. Your new kit for the pump comes with brand new bolts, so just be mindful. I remember right, there are some bolts that do have different lengths, so just make sure you pay attention to which bolts came out of where. So I'm working on getting these here. There are a couple hidden bolts at the very bottom. I'll make sure you get them. So this is the water pump. This is the reason we're replacing this, because it was noisy, and I moved this back and forth. It really doesn't sound that bad, but once we put it back on and we ran it, you could definitely tell the difference. It was weird because there's, like, you spin it, don't hear anything here. I got this O-ring here. This O-ring is actually my gasket for the water pump. It goes down in here. As you can see here, kind of, there is a recessed ring, so that's where your O-ring goes. So I'm going to put just a little bit of grease or a little bit of RTV on there to make sure it stays. The RTV is going to help it seal. So I'm going to go ahead and put my new pump in there. And now we have these brand new bolts that we're going to use for our pump back on. And so I have them marked. The green spots are where the longer bolts are. That's where the longer, because you can see if you look at the holes on the engine block, they're threaded or recessed in there. You can't see the threads. That's where the longer bolts go, where you can't see the threads.
Hey Fixers, so thanks for watching, really appreciate it. Be sure to give me a like, subscribe, tell a friend about it. If this was helpful, just let me know at the bottom. Things to take away from this: you just want to make sure you have the right coolant. It does take Honda Red, and you want to make sure that you, after you put the new pump in there and stuff like that, that you run it, get up to temp, make sure you don't have any air bubbles or anything like that. So pretty straightforward job. I didn't cover where the mount was. There's a couple, they're all 14s, I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, but there's 3 that hold the mount on itself, and then there's 3, 1 bolt come from the top, 2 from the bottom on the mount that's on the engine block. Once you get that off, then the mount comes out of the way. You're able to jack up the engine with the jack and get better access to the tensioner. The tensioner itself is a pain in the butt, because if you don't get directly on it, you can strip the little aluminum thing off, which is 9 times out of 10 why you replace one of those. It's because somebody else has been in there and they ruined it. So that's why I do it that way. So thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And have a good one.
Fix are good.
Yeah, fixer. Be your own.